Hey guys, this is Chris, the Lower Slower Board Gamer, and we are bringing you a second cover all of the rest of the rules for Inside the Paint Basketball by InsideSportsGames.org. We're going to cover timing the game, rest, other aspects of the past two facet of the game, including forced shots, three-pointers, steals, assists, a little more in depth, really go over fouls, a little bit of rebound stuff and fast breaks. So let's go ahead and, let's learn. First, we're going to go over timing the game and player rest, which actually should read, oh, I don't know, player rest. Yeah, that's it. I knows how to proofread. Anyway, the game is broken up into 12-second segments. As you can see, the score sheet is available with the game, this timing sheet with the PDF. And basically, all you need to do is have a handy dandy marker of any sort. College games start at 20 minutes per half, pro games start at 12 minutes per quarter. And each time you go to the past two section for a result, for example, anytime you flip your fact cards and you are going right up here to get the result for the start of the play, and you're using the past two and getting the position of the player that's doing it. When you do that, that counts as a 12-second. Any other time you are doing anything with the fact cards, like say you are flipping for your shot, you do not do anything for your fact cards. If you're doing your rebound, for your timing, if you're doing your rebound, loose ball, checking the foul, the only time you do is now we're going to see what the next team is doing. They're passing to the guard. That is when you advance the time. And as you go, little by little, you're going to work down to the 9-minute mark. Now, they recommend, as you will be able to see here, the resting rate for each player. The resting rate for each player is going to be visible right up here next to the minutes played. In parentheses is going to be one number, a slash, and a second number. That is going to be 2/1 for Dennis Johnson of the 85-86 Boston Celtics. And what that means, in the first half, he should rest 2 3-minute blocks of the game. In the second half, he should rest 1 3-minute block of the game. So a good way to do that is when you get to the next 3-minute increment in the quarter, go ahead and sub your guys out. So that way they should rest that many 3-minute segments in each half. So that is how you take care of player rest to keep it accurate. Now, of course, he may not get 35 minutes, and some of your backups that only need 3 blocks rest in each half, they're only going to play 19 minutes, so they're going to get a whole lot more rest than that. But if they're thrown into it, then they need to take that much rest per half. And y'all look at other players. Larry Bird, for instance, needs 2. Or I'm sorry, that's not Larry Bird. Danny Ainge needs 2 per half. Atlantic Hawks, Whitman needs 2 and 1. Doc Rivers needs 2 and 2. You'll never see a player that's going to require more than 3 3-minute blocks of rest per half. Other things that are on here, you're going to see a place to keep track of momentum. I don't use momentum. I'm not covering that rule. But you can keep track of the scores for the away team, the home team. You can keep track of timeouts charged per half. You can take track of how many personal fouls per half. And this slip comes with the PDF. It also comes with the game. And I went so far as to create one for myself that just seemed a little more intuitive for me, and it's easier for me to use. Where I got the basic timing, I got a place to write the starting 5, date, visiting team, home team, venue, Momentum, if were I to use it, is down here out of the way. Scoring, you can tick off how many points as it goes, so you can keep a running score that way. Place to mark how many timeouts and fouls for the first half, second half, and overtime for the visitors and the home team. And if anybody would like to get a copy of this score sheet and try it out for themselves, please feel free to fire me an email. There, the email on the screen, and I will send you a PDF copy of it the next time I am somewhere near where I have access to the file to make this score sheet. Be more than happy to share it with you. Next, let's go to a little bit more with the past two, such as forced shots, 3 points, and steals. Okay, we are once again going back to the past two on the cards up here. You're going to see the past two, the positions that can initiate the play, whether there might be a stoppage of that play. Also the play number, and then on the shots, forced stoppage and the shot number if it is to be taken. Forced shots. What happens with a forced shot? Well, we're going to say, let's flip. And we're going to be going to, I'm going to find another one here so I can give you an example. Don't keep going. 12, 9. All right, so we're going to say Robert Parrish. Keep going. I'm going to find one. I swear it. So we'll just go with this one. So what we have here for the past two, for Boston, you have right up here, it says point guard, go-to 15. Well, Dennis Johnson, you'll see right down here, is a go-to of 9. So he does not qualify. So now we're going to go to our second and third options up there. Now this one says center 6. Robert Parrish is a 6, but we're going to imagine for a second that he's a 4, so he does not qualify for the go-to. The third one where it says any, that is any player on the offense that has a go-to rating of 24, and the highest one here is Larry Bird with a 14, so we're going to say that this one is not able to work. So it simply is a player is not able to get the action, so you just simply have to flip the cards and do a second 12-section segment. So we did the past two, that's 12 seconds. We're going to flip it again. And once we have flipped it again, we've got our second one. Well, here we have the point guard at 19, but Dennis Johnson is a 9, so he does not qualify. So we go to our secondary and third tertiary results. Center 2, well, once again, we're going to imagine Robert Parrish is nowhere near as good as he actually was in 85-86. And we're going to say his go-to is a 1. So we're going to say he doesn't qualify for this example. The third one, any 27. Well, the highest one again is 14, Larry Bird. So now we have used up 2 past 2, so that's 24 seconds. And you advance the timer one more time because we did this. Now this is where we get a forced shot. Now when you have a forced shot, first you're going to make sure that you have somebody who is able to take the forced shot. So we are going to look at the past 2. Even though we're looking at the past 2, it's a forced shot. You're not timing this past 2. Because you've already had 24 seconds. This is just a quick get the ball, get the brick up, hope it goes in the basket. So to see if somebody qualifies, we have center 16. Parrish is a 6. His go-to is too low. Next is guard 5. Well, we're going to pretend that Danny Ainge is a 4, so he doesn't qualify. Then we have any 26. Well, again, Bird is the highest of 14. In this instance, it's a 24 shot clock violation, and it's a turnover, and it goes to the other team. If, however, you have a result which allows you to have a qualifying player to take the forced shot, in this instance a forward, so it's going to be Larry Bird, you do not pay attention to any stops that may be listed here. You totally ignore them. You go straight to the shot, but you're going to look at the forced shot section over here. So we are going to look over here at the shot number right up here, which in this case is a 9. Larry Bird, 2-pointer would be 1 to 34. 3-pointer would be 35 to 40. So number 9 falls in the 2-pointer, and it also gives you the number he has to beat in order for it to be a good shot. In this instance, it is 29. And then you are going to flip the card. Now, in this instance, all possible defender stops or personal fouls will apply to this shot. So you need to check in this case for the missed shot. Defender's defense is greater than or equal to 2. Defense is 5. Over here. Defense is 7 for Dominique Wilkins. So he's going to miss that shot. However, had there been another player opposite Larry Bird and his defense was 1 or less, then you would look at the shot number up here, which is an 11, which is less than his 29. So the last minute 23.9 second shot that he got off would have been good. Next, we're going to go over 3-pointers. So here we go. We flipped, and we see that it's going to go to the forward. Ha! Larry Bird. Imagine that, because, you know, Larry Legend. He's going to get the chance to make an action. However, we do have a possible stop in a steal by the point guard if his steal rating is 8 or greater. Doc Rivers' steal rating is only 6, so no steal happens. So we're going to go over here to the shot number, which is 37. So you're going to look down. 37 to 40 is a 3-point shot. So he's going to need a 42 or less in order to make the 3-point shot. You do this just like the regular shot. You need 46 or less. Well, for a 3-pointer, you need 42 or less. And then we're going to flip the card, and there's a possible foul right up here. If foul draw is 18 or greater, no, foul draw is only 12. So that foul is not going to happen. However, your shot number is 26. Larry Bird from way downtown. And let's go over one more thing with the pass to portion of it. We have pass to portion forward. It's going to be Larry Bird. Defender is commit factor of 100. Dominique Wilkins, only 17, very disciplined player. So we're going to go over here, and his shot number is 1. However, Dominique Wilkins' deny rating is 1 through 3. So we've ticked off 12 seconds for this one. What the deny means is that Bird is not able to take an action on this play. So now you have to flip the cards and do a second one. So this is going to be an additional 24 period, which will go to Dennis Johnson. He's got number 20, possible steal, defender a 7. Again, Doc Rivers is just 6, and it says defender, not a position, so it's the guy right across from him. So his action number is 29, which is going to be a turnover. So it turns the ball over, Atlanta ball. Next, let's go ahead and move on to assists and go over that in greater detail. All right, we're going to go over assists here. First, we're going to go over assist 2, which is right here. And we're going to go to assist lookups, which is over here. What assist 2 is for is whenever this result is flipped for a action on a player's card, the AST, the assist. So for instance, this time we have Larry Bird up here, forward at least 12 go to, Bird is 14. And we also have number 31 for his action. Well, if you go down his regular list, 31 is assist. When this happens, you're going to flip a card and look at the assist to section. So let's do that. Now it's going to the forward. He cannot assist himself, so there are 2 alternate possibilities over there. Power forward with an assist passer rating, an APR of 4 or greater. Kevin McHale has an 11. So Kevin McHale is going to make the shot. Larry Bird had the assist. If he did not qualify, you would go to the third one right here, which would be point guard of 2. Dennis Johnson has an assist passer rating of 10, an APR of 10. So Dennis Johnson would be making that shot, Bird having the assist. So whenever this comes up, it guarantees that he made an awesome pass, and whoever comes up in this result right here is going to be making a guaranteed shot. Whenever a regular shot is made, let's go ahead and do a little scenario. We've got guard 8. Dennis Johnson has a go-to of 9. So we're going to be looking at 18, and 18 is going to be a 2-point shot. He needs to have a 38 flip, and we have no stops here at all. So shot is 25. That's a 2-pointer, up and in. It's good. Now we need to figure out who has the assist. We're going to look here. Look at the left one first. Regular is going to be point guard 14. Well, he can't do it himself. So the alternate would be the center if he has a 6 or more. He does not. Robert Parrish only has a 4 for his assist rating, so there's no assist credited to this basket. Let's go ahead and flip one more just so you can see there. Yeah, you're going to have another possibility. Dennis Johnson made it. Who gets the assist? Not the point guard himself under regular, so you come over to the alternate. Forward or guard with an assist rating of 11. Larry Bird is forward listed first. He has a 14, so he would have the assist on Dennis Johnson's basket. That is how you do assists. All right, now we're going to cover fouls, and that says it all for me. Ermiger! This is one of those things you really need to practice, get a rote, get a thing, because me, having only played a handful of games, 5-6 games, this is the one thing that grinds my groove to a halt. And I need to get out the rule book and check it out every time. So let's go over fouls. First is your garden variety foul. Let's say Robert Parrish has the ball. Let's say, we'll use the card, duh. Dennis Johnson has the ball, point guard. There is a possible stoppage of play right here that says if the center, the opposing center, has a foul commit factor of 20 or greater, there's a non-shooting foul. And in this instance, Tree Rollins has a 51. So there would be a foul in this instance. This is the easiest one. It's going to list a position and a CF, commit factor rating, right there. That committing a foul rating. That's the easiest one to do, is if it shows up here in the stoppage right there. Now let's go with the big fouls. We have F2. We have let's see. Let's start from the beginning. Pass 2. Larry Bird doesn't have a go-to of 16, so we go to the secondary one. Robert Parrish, center 5. He has a go-to of 6. So let's say we had flipped the card, and now we have this F2, and who? Well, foul draw is, first of all, the foul draw, it has to match the player who is making the action. So in this instance, Robert Parrish only has a 13. He does not have the 30 or greater required. However, if a player has that 30 or greater required, then you are going to flip a card, and you're going to go here to the foul 2 and who portion. Now in this instance, it's going to be because you have forward and defensive high. So the possible foul could be on Larry Bird if he has a CF of 42. Well, you can see he only has 19, so the foul is not on him. So now it's going to be against the highest CF defender, and that's going to be 51. The foul is going to be on Tree Rollins. And then we might as well take this opportunity to show you free throws. it's going to be on Robert Parrish. His free throw percentage is 73. He's taken 2. By the way, the 60 was a miss on his shot. So he's taken 2, and we're going to flip 2 cards in order to see if he made the free throws. Got to be 73 or lower. And that's a 76. He bricks the first one. 9. He drains the second one. Atlanta's taking it out. Let's do another foul. Atlanta, Dominique Wilkins. 27 is going to be doing a 2-pointer. Now we're going to see after flipping it, we have the foul possibility up here. Now it says foul drawn if he has a rating of 24 or more. Well, it's only 14, so it wouldn't have. However, if he had a foul draw rating of 24 or higher, this one only would have worked if it was a 3-pointer. That's what the 3-point in the parentheses mean. Otherwise, you disregard it and you take the shot. So we'll flip it again and we'll see this time. We have the foul to and who. This time, if the foul draw is 9 or greater, Wilkins is a 14, so there is going to be a foul. So let's go ahead and see who the foul might be on. We're going to flip it. And we have offensive center 6. And his CF rating is 51. So it would be an offensive foul. And had Dominique Wilkins made the shot, would have disallowed it. If Rollins had a very low CF, it would have gone to the high defensive player for Boston, which would have been 31, Danny Ainge. But it did not happen that time. Let's go ahead and do another one. This one is with Boston. Point guard 4, Dennis Johnson, has a go-to of 9. Possible stoppage, non-shooting foul. If his defender has 90 or greater, Doc Rivers only has 42. He is going to be going for a 7, which is going to be a 2-point shot. Now, let's say that we have flipped the card. We have a F2 and who. If his foul draw rating is 7 or greater, it is 11. So now we are going to flip it and see who the might be against. And you can see it's going to be against Danny Ainge. If his CF foul is 58 or higher, it is only 31. So then the high defender, it is going to go against Tree Rollins, the center. And then we are going to, sorry, that was incorrect. That was incorrect. Would not be on Danny Ainge. 58, okay? 58 is the number we are looking for. Forgot this, it's new. We'll do this a couple more times to do it right. Now we go to high defender. High defender is 51. It is not 58, so since the number is higher than the indicated defender by high defender CF rating, that means it's an offensive foul on Dennis Johnson. Let's do another one. Let's do this right. Okay, this one is going to be for Robert Parrish. He is your center on the pass 2. Possible stoppage with a non-shooting foul if the forward, Dominique Wilkins, is CF of 60. He's only a 17. So we're going to go to 13 for Robert Parrish. And that is going to be a 2-point shot, 1 to 31. However, we'll say we flipped it. And we have a F2 and who. As long as the player has a foul draw rating of 8, Robert Parrish has a foul draw rating of 13. However, that is a 3-pointer only, so the shot would be taken. Here's another one for Robert Parrish, and he's going up. Possible stoppage right here if the defender has a CF of 50 or greater. 51, Tree Rollins. So it's going to be a new pass 2. And we're going to have the power forward, Kevin McHale, on the inbounds. As long as the point guard doesn't have a steal of 4 or greater, he has a steal of 6. But we're going to ignore that. we're going to look at the 33 for Kevin McHale. And that is going to be right there on the card, F2 and who. So we get to go right to it. We don't even have to look at the fast action card. We can just flip it and go right to this result. So let's do that. Point guard, which would be Doc Rivers. If he has a CF of 8, he does. If he had not had a CF of 8, or if it was someone like, here you go. Forward, Dominique Wilkins, if he has a 68, only a 17. Since he doesn't qualify, the highest defensive player is going to be Tree Rollins at 51. However, it's indicating 68. So 68 is higher. That is an offensive foul on Kevin McHale. That's how you do that. Anytime the second one is used and it doesn't have a number, you use the number that is associated with the first one on the foul. And that is how you take care of that. The other option you are going to see at times is a card with an OFF offense FL result. OFFFL. What you do with this is if the CF rating is equal to the shooting player's defender, if the CF rating of the shooting player's defender is greater than or equal to the number mentioned on, then the foul is on the defender. Well, first we're going to check, is it against anyone on the defense with an 80 at all? No, there is no one on the defense with 80 at all. So we're going to say it is Larry Bird. First, you check his defender. If his defender has an 80, then it would be on him. Wilkins only has a 17. It is not on him. That is going to be an offensive foul against Larry Bird. And that 34, were that the shot, he would have made that shot. The offensive foul, it is disallowed. So anytime you have the OFFFL, you're checking the entire defense to see if anyone has that number. If not, you're checking the defender, and as long as nobody has it, it's going to be an offensive foul against the shooting team. OFFFL, offensive foul. Okay, we basically did some rebound stuff in the other video, but let's go ahead and go over some quick things. Let's go over the rebound ratings on the players' cards real quick, just to show you once again where they are. We're looking for offensive rebound rating is going to be a 2 for Danny Ainge. His defensive rebound rating is 8. For Dennis Johnson, his offensive rebound rating is 3. His defensive rebound rating is 8. When doing a rebound, these are the numbers to which you will refer. Okay, first let's do offensive rebounds. We're going to look at this one. Shot was missed. Offensive rebound, offensive forward with an offensive rebound rating of 1. Larry Bird, his offensive rebound rating right here is published as 7. So he qualifies, and he is going to be making the rebound. And we're going to be looking right up here at offensive rebound number, which is 35. And you're going to use the current card. You're not going to flip and get a new result. So offensive rebound number 35, you're going to look in his offensive rebound center column here and look for number 35. And in this instance, he would be fouled. Now we have another instance here where the offensive rebound is going to be the offensive power forward. If he has an offensive rebound rating of 7 or greater, Kevin McHale, power forward, his published offensive rebound rating is 8. So we are going to be doing an offensive rebound with McHale. That is going to be number 28 on his card, which is going to be a 2-point shot. Now, for a regular one, he needed a 52 or less to make a 2-point shot. For an offensive rebound, he needs a 78 or less. So you're going to go ahead and flip the card. 16, ignoring the stop because No, stand corrected. You always look at stops, even on the offensive rebound. So missed defender is defense 4 or greater, and it looks like it is a 5, so he would miss that shot. However, were that stop not in place, it would be a 2-pointer for McHale on the offensive rebound. Let's find one more instance of an offensive rebound. So we have a missed shot. First is going to be defensive point guard if he has a defensive rebound rating of 13. Doc Rivers only has an 8. So we are going to go to the second one, which is given to the offensive guard, Danny Ainge. On the rebounds, you don't consult that number. It goes straight to the offensive guard because it doesn't say out of bounds, so someone is going to rebound it. If it was out of bounds offense, then it would go to that player, that team, rather. So, Danny Ainge, we're going to be checking his offense rebound 21, and that is going to be a turnover. Let's do one more. Okay, this one right here, we have a missed shot, defensive power forward, defensive rebound of 24 or more, and Kevin Willis, though you can't see it, his rating is only 22. Cannot quite get the handle on it, so it is going to go to the offensive center, which is Robert Parrish. Now he has the offensive rebound number 7, so we're going to go ahead and flip the FAQ. And there is no stop mentioned here for the shot, so we're going to go over here and we're going to see that he has a 13 offensive rebound, needed less than 78, so he goes up and he makes the 2-point shot. Other rebound result possibilities you might see, jump ball. So 2 players wrapped it up. There was a jump ball, and the home team took possession of the ball, and then you're going to flip your FAQ and go to your next pass 2 right up there. Again, if your player mentioned for the rebound doesn't qualify for some strange reason, a forward with a 1, but some of them have 0, then you're going to see high offensive in a choice of 2 positions. Whichever of those 2 offensive players has the highest offensive rebound rating, that player is going to make the rebound. In this instance, power forward McHale has 8, Larry Bird has 7, so McHale will get the offensive board on that one. And the same for high defensive guard and point guard. Your defensive guard and point guard defensive rebound is 5 for Whitman, 8 for Rivers. So your point guard Rivers, sorry about that, is going to have the rebound with the highest defensive rebound rating. You may see a result that will say defensive team possession or offensive team possession as a result of a ball swatted out of bounds. So if it says defensive, the offensive team swatted out of bounds, this is the team that is going to go to the next pass 2 card when you flip the FAQ. And the last one you might see is going to be a loose ball foul. Check offense first or check defense first. So this means there's a loose ball foul, so we're going to flip the FAQ and we're going to check the F2 Who section and see what it results in. We're checking the offense first because the rebound section said to do so. Offense is power forward 72. So that is going to be either one. Neither one is going to get it. So then you're going to look at highest defense, but they have to have a 72. If they don't have a 72, then it's going to be on the shooter. No. How do you do that? Sorry, I want to gank up the screens here a little bit. No, yeah, I am. Loose foul, check ball, check offense first. So yeah, loose ball would be a non-shooting foul. So checking the offense. If the defense doesn't have that high thing, then it would be an offensive foul. It's a loose ball. It's a non-shooting ball, so they're going to turn the ball over to the defensive team. Yeah, that's kind of how basketball works. All right, let's do some defensive rebounds. So if the defensive player comes up with the rebound, there's a possibility for a fast break. That's where we're going to be looking at the fast break rating, fast break column, which has FB at the top of it, with the fast break rating at the bottom. So they're saying it's a fast break if the guard has a fast break rating of 9. Danny Ainge has a fast break rating of 10. So it is going to be a fast break play. And we're going to go up here to fast break, and we're going to look at number 33 in Danny Ainge's fast break, and that's going to be an assist. So he's going to assist it to a player, and they're going to make it. Let's flip another one and see what it says. Fast break guard 6, Danny Ainge, is a 10. So he has that fast break rating. So we're going to be doing number 35, which is going to be another assist. Let's do another one. Fast break center 4. He has a 1, so it wouldn't qualify. But it also says steal only. Sometimes fast breaks are only off steals. Let's go ahead and do another one. Fast break, guard, 17. Danny Ainge, it's a 10. He does not have a 17 or higher for his fast break rating. So you're simply going to go up here and you're going to go to the next pass to on the turnover. That's what you're going to do. While we're at this, let's go ahead and cover steals as well. If there is a steal, anytime there's a steal or a defensive rebound, you're going to check fast break. Okay? Anytime there's a steal or a defensive rebound. The only exception to that rule is defensive rebounds on missed free throws. You do not get a fast break check on defensive rebounds on missed free throws. The rules for missed free throws for defensive rebounds are you get a plus 10 to a defensive player's defensive rebound rating. So if Whitman is making a free throw, misses it, Dennis Johnson is not an 8, he's an 18. Larry Bird is not a 20 to rebound defensively, he is a 30. And there are no fast breaks whatsoever on defensive rebounds from missed free throws. You go straight up here and you do your good old flip the fact, next play, next pass to. That is how you do that. And I think that pretty much covers the rules. One more thing I do want to go over real quickly so you can see it. You're going to have your team cards. It's going to have shot percentages and stuff over here on this side, what division they're in. It's going to have some extra stuff for home field and CG. I'm not sure what it is. It's going to have their win-loss here. But you could be using these three. Their turnover rating, when it says if your opponent's turnover is 6 or greater, well, it's only a 4. Fast break. Anytime you're trying to do a fast break, you must modify that fast break rating by that number. So it's either going to be minus a number or plus a number or 0. Same with 3-point defense. Anytime a 3-pointer is shot, the percentage goes up or down or stays the same depending on whether it's a plus number, a minus number, or a 0. That's all of them. That is it. That is everything. That is all the rules I think I've covered. None of the optional stuff. There's momentum. There are other things in the back of the rule book that can make it even more realistic, but man, this game is great. Straight off the skillet and onto the plate. Just slap it in there, throw in some butter, and call it a game, baby, because this is a really good game. So again, any questions, comments, or anything, put it down in the doobly-doo with a timestamp, so that way I can go straight to that point of the video and answer your question. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate you watching this. Chris, great game. Thank you so very much. Again, go to InsideSportsGames.org right down there and check them out. Guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been Chris, the Lower Slower Board Gamer. Keep on rolling. Wrong button.